Most homeowners lose tens of thousands of dollars before they sell, and they never even see it leave. I'm Lydia Golesh. Since 2017, I've sold nearly $150 million in real estate, and I'm ranked one of the 1% of real estate agents. Luxury, family moves, downsizing, I've done it all. Here are the 7 mistakes costing sellers the most amount of money right now, and exactly how to fix every single one of them before you list. Let's get into it. Mistake number 1. This is the number 1 deal killer, and it happens more than you'd think. Sellers get emotionally attached to a number, what they paid for it, what they put into it, what their neighbor sold for 3 years ago. But the market doesn't care about any of that. When a home is overpriced, it sits. And the longer it sits, the more buyers wonder, what's wrong with it? It's called listing stigma. And once you have it, it's really hard to shake off. In today's market, what worked in 2021 doesn't work in 2026. Pricing needs to be grounded in current market data. And the fix is to work with an agent who will give you an honest comparative market analysis, not just the number that you want to hear, but the number that actually is supported by the market. Mistake number 2. Sellers skip cleaning, repairs, and staging, and they leave all that real money on the table. First impressions happen so fast. They happen online before the buyer even walks through your front door. And the good news is that you don't have to do a full renovation. Small things go a long way. Decluttering, a deep clean, fresh paint on the front door, some simple curb appeal, and even some flower pots. Buyers make emotional decisions. Your job before listing is to make it easy for them to fall in love with your home. Mistake number 3. I'll be direct here. FSBO homes for sale by owner, those sell an average of 5 to 6% less than an agent represented home. The money that you think you're saving on compensation, you're often giving back to them and then some. It's not just about going FSBO. The wrong agent can hurt you just as much in the same way. I've seen sellers sign with an agent who had a weak marketing plan, poor negotiation skills, or just no real local knowledge, and they paid for it. When you're interviewing agents, ask for their track record, their marketing strategy, and specifically what they've sold in your price range or area. And don't just go with whatever agent answers the phone first. Mistake number 4, skipping pre-listing prep. Your home is personal to you. Your memories, the upgrades that you've chosen to make, the years you spent in your home, buyers don't see any of that. They're walking in and they're trying to picture their own life in the space. The most important thing to do before you list your home is to depersonalize. Pull back the personal photos, clear the clutter, present your home in a way that feels open and ready to move in. Then do this. Walk through your own front door and ask yourself, if I'm seeing this home for the very first time, what do I think? That shift in perspective is worth more than almost any upgrade you could make to your home. Mistake number 5, mishandling the first offer. There's a psychology trap that often happens to sellers. They either panic and accept the first offer too quickly, or they get offended and they reject it too fast. Here's what I've learned after hundreds of transactions. The first offer is often the strongest one that you might ever see. And that doesn't mean you should have to take it as is. You can counter thoughtfully. Look at the terms, not just the price. The closing timeline, contingencies, financing. A slightly lower offer with cleaner terms can sometimes get you into a better position when you close than a higher offer loaded with conditions. And this is exactly where having a skilled negotiator in your corner makes all the difference. Mistake number 6. Not disclosing known issues. This is one that can cost you in 2 ways, either financially or legally. Buyers will find problems between inspections, appraisals, and due diligence, and sometimes that nosy neighbor. Buyers are going to look carefully at everything, from inspection to radon levels, hail damage, or the HVAC age. Transparency on your end as a seller does not kill deals. Surprises do. Sellers try hard in some cases to avoid sharing something because they're so afraid that it's going to have the whole deal fall apart. But really, not disclosing could be worse because it might lead to that, or after closing, a legal dispute. Mistake number 7, miscalculating your net proceeds. This is one of the most dangerous mistakes on the list because this one could completely derail your next move. Most agents give sellers a rough estimate of what they might walk away with, but in my experience, a lot of those estimates are optimistic. and they leave things out. We recommend a very different approach. We will add items that a lot of other agents typically skip. HOA transfer fees, for example. A lot of agents don't think about that until you're sitting at the closing table, and they can be pretty hefty. We also factor in inspection-related costs. But here's the reality. Buyers almost always come back after the inspection asking for repairs or credits. And if you're not planning that ahead of time, it can completely change your financial picture. Our approach is to buffer higher than average. We can plan for worst-case scenarios, not just best-case scenarios. I would rather tell you that your number is going to be lower and then have you be pleasantly surprised because we had a smoother adventure to closing, rather than there be a bumpy estimate that gets you into some real trouble. Why does this matter so much? Because most sellers aren't just selling, they're using their equity in their home to buy their next home. So if your net proceeds estimate is off by $20,000 or $30,000, that just doesn't affect the sale of your home. That might also affect your ability to close on the next one, or buy furniture for the next one, or pay for the movers. So we plan for the worst. And if it ends up looking better, then often that's a great problem to have. So let's quickly recap these 7 mistakes. Overpricing your home, skipping pre-listing prep, choosing the wrong agent, thinking like a seller instead of like a buyer, mishandling the first offer, failing to disclose known issues, and miscalculating your net proceeds. Avoid even one of these and you can protect your money. Avoid all 7 and you can walk away from the closing table with real confidence. If you're thinking about selling your home anywhere in the US and you want to know exactly what your net looks like, the real numbers and the real costs connected to it, contact us today. If this video helped you, hit the like button and subscribe. I put out real estate content regularly to help both buyers and sellers make smart, more informed decisions. We'll see you on the next one.